my mom.
What's up, you guys? It's JW's Radio. It's Saturday morning. Thanks for tuning in. How about that? Guess what? Monday is the 4th of July. So we had to show our respect to the great US of A. Wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't live in any other country. The United States is the best country in the world. Okay. Wow. Okay, so 4th of July also means something else to BATJAC J.W. It means a lot. What it means, basically, if you follow me on my vlog channel, the Combat 86 radio show, link is in the description below. If you follow me there, you know that the 4th of July marks 2 years of BATJAC J.W. That's right, 2 years on YouTube that I've been doing this. 2 years, and some of you have been there from the beginning, and some of you just recently subscribed, and some of you are subscribing now, and but there's a lot of support from you all, regardless of how long you've been here. You support every single video that this channel produces, and we do produce a lot of content here. I do pop out a lot of videos because I feel like it gives people a new thing to look forward to every day. And I like to do that too, because there's a lot of YouTubers I follow that produce content every day, and I just noticed that I look forward to every day, like turning onto their channel and seeing what they're up to, seeing what they're doing. And that's another reason why I started my daily vlog channel, because I thought that was interesting, you know, to do. And I'll tell you this much, what YouTube has done for me. In a lot of ways, YouTube changed my life, really. I hope I have an influence and brought you guys happiness and laughter and a way to kind of get away from maybe the life problems out there, or the stress related, anything like that, and get away and just escape. Come here, tune into my videos, and just take a break from it all. Enjoy it. Enjoy the shooting sports, enjoy my reviews, whatever it is, and I hope a lot of you do that, and I'm sure you do. So that's what I do, and on the same return, that's what I get really making these videos for you folks. It has changed a lot of my life. I was never really a technical person with the computer world or any of this social media stuff, and this definitely opened those doors for me. And then to see that I've met a lot of really awesome people through YouTube right here. Even though we have not actually met face to face, there's always that computer screen that divides us. But even though that divides us, I feel like we know each other on a really big friendship level. You know, some of you, I mean, I've got messages where people say like, hey, I'm welcome over to their house for dinner anytime, and that's like, wow, that really is cool, because you know, just because it's just we've met each other through YouTube, a network of videos, and this channel. You know, there's a whole catalog of videos that exists on my channel. But to met people, and I feel the same way about them. I really do. There's a lot of them that I feel like, man, if they, you know, if I've ever met them, you know, in public or whatever, or, you know, they are definitely welcome over. Hey, let's have, you know, let's have a dinner or a barbecue. So. You guys also have encouraged me to try other things, you know, different other things, other channels, you know, that made me try to go, well, I've never actually done that or tried it, or I don't do that, but I'm going to try it, you know, so stuff like that. So the YouTube network and what you guys mean to me is a lot. It means a whole heck of a lot to me, because it's like a bond, it's a brotherhood, it's a following, you know. So thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And you know, 2 years ago, if you would have told me that I would have gotten 1 million+ views to this channel, I would have laughed. I just never thought it would have been possible. But you guys did it. You did it. You know, you watch the videos and you subscribed, and you go through the catalog of videos, and you consider and you continue to watch the content. That is really awesome to me. That's just like, wow, you know, every day. You know, and I try to get back to a lot of you, and that's one thing that I really, in the beginning when I started to make the videos, I said, you know, I don't want to, and it is hard because there's a lot of you, and there's a lot of comments, and I will you know, I can't guarantee it in the future that I could get back to, you know, every single one. You know, I'm going to sure try and give it my best shot to make sure each and every one of you know that you're appreciated here. Know that your comment means something. You know, of course we're talking about all the positive stuff. I don't like to have the negative stuff out there because I don't like what it does to the video. We're trying to promote pro-gun and, you know, safe hobbies of the shooting community in a positive way. And it doesn't look good when somebody's over there writing out some kind of nasty message, either attacking somebody or attacking the video, using just absolutely just nothing but profanity and stuff. Well, you got to look at it through this way. That does not do good for our gun rights. Okay, that can be easily looked at. These YouTube videos are out there for public. I mean, you know, anybody can tap into these videos and look at them, and you can look at, okay, this guy's doing a gun. Like, all they have to see is gun video. Scroll down, look at this person. Look at how, you know, like, you know, this person's like just literally verbally just going off and attacking somebody, and then like they say, well, look at this. This is what gun owners are like. This is why we need to take away the guns, because look at how this person is. But you didn't think about that, did you? So that's why I don't like those comments on my channel. They're just immediately filtered and screened out. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to try to do this in a positive way and try to build our gun rights stronger and show people that, you know, this is a fun sport. You know, it's a hobby, it's a sport, it's something that we enjoy, and it's part of our freedom. It's part of our, you know, all this. So anyway, so 2 years ago, man, it has been a fun ride, and what I have here are some of the guns of that time where we first started. So for those of you that remember, what was my very first video was with this Colt reproduction 1911 World War I style pistol. And if you guys remember that video, it's kind of like a homage, or a, you know, a parody, if you will, of Hickok 45. And I did 2 videos with this gun, 2 range videos, and both of them, the second one more so, is a Hickok 45 type video, paying a little homage to him. Really, a lot of reasons why is because we all know who he is, hopefully. But he's the reason. If it wasn't for his videos, I would not have known of this gun's existence. At the time, I did not own a Colt. I never really was that familiar with prices and all that. So when I saw him with this gun, and I saw it, and I got a good look at it, thanks to his videos, I just immediately fell in love with it. But it was always under to my like feeling like, man, this thing is probably going to be like a fortune. I don't know what it, you know, I was kind of not really knowing exactly how much they were, you know, what they would cost. But so as I started out, I started my adventure and started looking for them, and I had a lot of people, federal firearms licensed dealers, friends of mine in the business, and I had them looking for it. And they told me, they said, you know, I don't know. You know, so it led me to calling up Colt and trying to figure it out and all that. But I shared all this with the story of a gun video. It's in the catalog of videos, but I'm not going to go and rehash it. But anyway, so this is it. This started it all right there. I made a little video with this gun and kind of paid a little tribute to Hickok 45 in a bit to do it. So those of you who keep up with my vlog channel, you know what I did this time around, which I tried to do it last year, but I guess it just didn't work out. Same with trying to do that Halloween skit the very first year we were involved in all this. But I went back and did a whole nother shooting range video with this gun, and just kind of, you know, did it as kind of an anniversary to the channel, and going back and now doing it in the style that I created, and doing, I guess, if you call it a style, whatever, you know. So it's just kind of me taking it out and shooting it and everything like that, and talking about it. So the very first video we did with that, we kind of actually did an unboxing video, really. And this is the box that it comes in. This World War I reproduction pistol, and it's really neat because it's got all the military style markings on it and everything like that. It's a really cool, nostalgic pistol to own, and it shoots really well, as you'll see Monday on the anniversary video. So don't forget about that, Monday, July 4th. Check out the BATJAC J.W channel. Make sure you're tuned in because we're doing an anniversary. Go back 2 years, same gun, same guy, same t-shirt as we did 2 years ago. And here's the same box and everything. So we did this, we opened it up. I'll just kind of go through this real quick. Just kind of put this stuff on the side here. You had the, this one thing I really liked about it was Colt really did a cool job of this thing. You know, you got all the paperwork. I kept the original magazines right here. And the chipboard box that it came in. So I figured I'd just break this out here in the radio show just for fun because that was there in the very beginning. You know, why not? So, yes, cool gun. One of my favorites. You know, I've been cherishing it and shooting it a lot. Really happy to own it. And I got lucky with a friend of mine having it in his shop, accidentally, really. And I just said, I got to pick that up. I can't leave without it. So there it is. I got it. And that's what I did my very first video with, this gun. There was a couple other 1911s on the table. But so this time around, you'll see there's a different bunch of 1911s on the table for this time around, or tailgate in that sense. For those of you who keep up with the my vlog channel, you saw little bits of that as we were filming, doing all that stuff like that. So got all that edit it up, and got it ready for you guys. Okay, so some of the other guns I went over and looked at was some of the other guns that were there in the very first beginning, which would be this Cimarron Rooster Shooter. I shared the stories many times on the channel, so if you're interested in those stories, go back and look at the some of the videos of this. These are my own custom grips I wound up making for myself because the original ones broke, and unfortunately, sadly to report, Cimarron wasn't very much help with replacing them. So which in a sense it was a blessing in disguise because I wound up learning how to do my own. And it's been pretty cool, and I've been actually selling a couple of pairs here and there to some of you folks, actually. You know who you are, and that's really neat. Okay, so that one went out there. You know, I did videos of this, and this one reached a lot of people, surprisingly. I've actually met people that came over to my shop and where I work at, and they actually know me through the videos of this stuff, and that's really, you know, at first it's kind of strange, but you know, I guess it's to be expected, right? But yeah, that's you know, this is it. I get a lot of questions on the finish on this gun. I did the finish myself because actually when you buy the Rooster Shooter, it comes really bare metal. It's like gunmetal gray, and the problem I had with it is it rusts. I mean, you couldn't handle it and then set it down and wake up overnight and it would be covered in rust. It literally would be. So I did the finish myself. It's kind of what they call the old school rust finish, where you rust the gun, scrape it, rust it, scrape it. And now it has not rusted, right? Knock on wood, but it has not rusted. It, you know, I don't really actually keep it oiled all that much, but I think it's gotten to the point where it's rusted so much and been carded and rusted that it can't rust anymore. I don't think that's true, but all right. Anyway, and then the next gun here, this came out very early on too, was the Colt Diamondback. A really neat gun, and this one popped up in the video right away. These were kind of the guns that were there in the beginning and getting shown off and everything like that. So the Colt Diamondback, why did I want this gun? Why did I have a fascination with this gun? Well, you guys know I'm a big John Wayne fan, so this is what John Wayne used in the movie Brannigan. So, and that movie really man, they really focus in on like the gun itself. They really, in the beginning, the first 5 minutes or whatever the opening is on Brannigan, I tell you, if you're a John Wayne fan, you like revolvers, you watch that opening beginning, I guarantee you're going to be looking for this gun. I got really lucky and found that on Gun Broker, my favorite place to find guns. Not my bank account's favorite place, because I usually wind up broke after. I think that's why they call it Gun Broker. No. I was searching for it on there, and I kept finding them just really expensive. Just, you know, as most of the time when you mention these Colt snake guns, you know, the Python, the Diamondback, and all that, the Cobra, and etc., etc. They usually command some many pesos. But I got this thing for, in fact, you know, I don't remember. I want to say it was like $600. I mean, I'm not joking. I actually called the fella. I found out it was an actual gun shop selling it. I actually called them, and my first words were really, in a sense, in a nutshell, probably not this exact way, but I basically said, "What's wrong with the gun?" Because why are you? You know, I said, "You see," I said, I take it you've seen the prices," and basically he says, "Well, you know," he said, "it's my personal gun. I'm actually clearing out room and trying to buy some other stuff, and you know, it's he said, you know, it's got some cosmetic wear," and I saw that in the pictures. Yeah, it's got a little holster wear. You know, it's got a couple of, you know, just some blotches here and there, but really, my goal for this was not trying to buy something and hold on to it and have it be worth $1 gazillion and sell it one day. No, my main goal was John Wayne, Brannigan, gotta have this gun because of that movie. And and I have this like personality where it's just like, when I want something and I'm fixated on it, man, I'm driven, like I got to go get it. So anyway, I got lucky, and when he just, you know, I talked to him on the phone. I said, "Hey, check the lockup for me, will you, real quick? You know, it's unloaded." And a lot of people actually commented on some of my videos, "So you don't know how to properly do a lockup check." Well, the way I was taught by a guy that's been in the gun business for 20 plus years is, you, on the revolvers, you pull the hammer back and you let it down, holding the trigger down, and give that cylinder a little wiggle. Not hard, but just check it. And let me tell you something, it does not move. Okay? Now you want to do that to all of them, all 6, okay, and so forth, and check and make sure it's not you know, it doesn't wiggle on you, because what that is you're simulating it being fired. And any movement in that, you know, and you don't want the forcing cone and the cylinder to misalign, split a bullet, you know, harm the gun, worse, harm you. So, stuff like that. The other thing to do is to check the timing, which I didn't have the guy do that. Usually some people put a little light, very light pressure on the extractor rod or ejector rod, or the cylinder itself, and just kind of cock it and give it a turn and see if it's in time, proper timing, so all that kind of stuff. You know, and then of course there's forward to end shake and all that kind of stuff, you know, and there's ways to fix that if you want to dabble into that. So yeah, that led me to buying this gun, and you know, that's it. You know, I get carried away. See, I get talking about John Wayne, and that's what happens. Half the radio show's about John Wayne's movie, The Brannigan. But anyway, the other thing I want to talk about, speaking of movies and stuff like that, I've been actually looking at, again, those of you that watch my vlog channel, you saw that I was buying up some Blu-rays and talking about some of those things. And Blu-ray for me is done, it's like, because I started with buying a lot of these movies on VHS. Some of you remember that, some of you don't. Anyway, but VHS, yes, long before there was a DVD, there was VHS, and some of you that are older than that remember even beyond that. But for me, I came from the VHS world, and that's what I was buying up all my movies on. So I know to a lot of people now, especially younger folks, as I'm getting older, VHS, they would watch that and go, well, how did you even watch a movie like that? Well, that's what we had. You know, I mean, that was, you believe it or not, that was considered like the thing, you know. And to be able to go to the store and buy the movie and own it, you know, not having to go to Blockbuster or something like that and rent it, you know, for $6-7 and have to return it in a day and a half. That was it, you know. And believe it or not, they were very expensive to buy if you wanted to buy them. I have some VHS tapes laying around, and like you actually can see the price tag on it, and it's like some of them are like $40-50. I mean, no joke. So anyway, I wanted to buy Brannigan on Blu-ray because it's on Blu-ray, but the movie, I don't know what it is. It's some special edition of it or something like that, or a limited. It's like $30-40. It's something like that. I think you can find it for $30, but it generally right off of Amazon, it's like $40. It's like, whoa, okay. I really want it bad, but I can't right now. I can't justify spending $40 on it. You know, the Blu-ray edition of Brannigan. I would love to have it, but it's $40. The same thing goes for The Sorcerer with Roy Scheider. Maybe some of you know that movie or not. I'm a big Roy Scheider fan. I think he's a very underrated actor. I think a lot of everybody remembers him for Jaws and all that. For me, Roy Scheider, when it comes to Roy Scheider, the movies I think of is The 7-Ups, The French Connection, you know, 52 Pickup, Blue Thunder, all these great movies that, you know, The Last Embrace. A lot of these movies that a lot of people don't even know about, you know. And one of them that stuck out in my mind, really, I bought this again from a video store. I just, you know, being a Roy Scheider fan, was this movie called Night Game. A lot of people don't even know about that movie. It came out in 1989, and if you're into Roy Scheider, it's a cool movie. It really is. It's nothing spectacular. It's just a detective story. Roy Scheider is trying to figure out a serial killer crime thing that's going on down near the beach, and it has a lot to do with baseball. And he's making the connection and everything. I'm not going to really ruin the movie for you. If you haven't seen it, you're going to go out and probably watch it. I bought that on VHS, and for the longest time, that was it. There was no other. It did not have a DVD release. And a long time I've been wanting to have it on DVD, but it just didn't exist. So years later, I went and looked it up and tried to find it again, and I did not have it on VHS anymore. And I found it on VHS, and I bought it. I bought a copy of it on VHS. Took it to a guy locally in town that does a VHS to DVD transfer. Had him transfer it over, and I got the movie and I watched it. And yes, the quality is still VHS quality and you're watching it, but that was it. I was satisfied. I got to watch the movie and I watched it a lot. I love that movie. And then they actually released it's not a official release, but Amazon sometimes does this when there's a high demand for a film or something like that, or I don't know if it's exactly that reason. But they have it on DVD, and it's like a two movie set. It comes with another movie, I think Terror of London Bridge or something like that. And the quality was definitely DVD quality. It was good. Anyway, but guess what? It finally got a Blu-ray release, and I saw it on Amazon, and I finally ordered it. I stalled out on ordering it just because funds, and we run on a shoestring budget. So is my life, right? So I haven't been able to buy any new toys, and it's because I'm just so broke. But I bought it, and I'll be featuring it on my vlog channel, Combat 86 Radio Show, and I'll be doing a full review on it. I'm just super excited for it. It's coming in the mail, and of course, because Monday's a holiday, it probably is not going to come in until Tuesday. That is a rooster that's been hanging around for a while, so in case you're wondering what that is. But anyway, that is a cool movie. I just you know, and I never realized this, but movies can become collectible in a sense, because The Sorcerer on Blu-ray is collectible, or the booklet version, or not the booklet, whatever they call it. It's like a book edition of it. It's got a book with colored photos in it. It's got the Blu-ray in it and everything. That thing is $50 or something like that. I remember, you know, the stupid thing is, I remember when it got released, and I was like, oh, and I was gonna buy it. I actually went to Walmart looking for it. They didn't have it. I was gonna buy it. It was like $20. Ugh, I should have bought that movie. I really should have bought that, because now it's like ridiculously expensive. I don't know what happens with these things. I don't know. It's like it's there one time, and then next thing you know it, it's just, now it's expensive, or it's not available anymore. As a big fan of horror movies, the series Phantasm, those on Blu-ray now, or not on Blu-ray, but not necessarily DVD. They're expensive, or they're hard to get. It absolutely shocks me, you know, because I remember one time part 2 was like almost non-existent, that you couldn't get it. Now you can. That's the only one you can get. Now part 1 and part 3 and part 4 are just like, you can't get it. So anyway, enough about the movies. But we're just celebrating really 2 years of BATJAC J.W. and many more to come. And it's been a great journey, and a lot of you have been tagging along for this journey, and I really appreciate it. You guys just you make it happen. I mean, it's like, without you guys, there's no reason to do any of this stuff. So that's just been truly just, man, wow, 2 years. Wow. Anyway, well, I'm going to cut this one off now, because we don't want to have it run too long and keep you all up, but there it is. Mostly that's what this one was about, was this radio show was marking 2 years. We'll talk about movies and whatnot. Again, if you are interested, follow my radio, my JW's, not JW's, my Combat 86 radio. See, all this radio talk is just like, it confuses you. But I started that channel a long time ago, and it only recently became a daily vlog channel. Only recently. I actually started that channel as something that I was just doing on the side, like extra, like, news about this channel and all that, and so, which it has still remained that. I still talk a lot about of things that are upcoming to this channel, on that channel, but also that's kind of what this JW's radio thing is about, really, is to keep you guys updated. And that was the whole point of doing this, was to keep you guys updated on things we're doing here and whatnot. So those of you that do watch this these videos, the JW's radio videos, thank you very much. And you know, you do get insight. You do get a little bit of hints and cues about what, you know, clues about what's coming up. What are we doing? So, also coming up real soon is 3,000 subscribers. Yes, 3,000 subscribers. And I'll try to put together a giveaway for 3,000. Try to put together a giveaway for 3,000. And I'll try to also do a special giveaway for the JW's radio. For those of you specifically that watch the JW's radio every Saturday morning, my way to thank you in doing that is I'll sneak a giveaway in whenever I can afford it in these JW's radios on Saturday. So, you know, I'll show something or whatever and have you leave a comment or something like that. But anyway, Abby Dogs, I hope you got your DVD. I'm sure you had to have gotten it by now. If you didn't, something happened with the post office. I'm sorry, buddy. But you definitely should have got it. That was, you won the very first giveaway on JW's radio, and there's many more to come. We'll just have to, I gotta find some stuff, I guess, to give away. But also, I've been trying to think of a way to do the main giveaway for 3,000 subscribers, because that's going to be a specific video that's just going to say 3K giveaway or whatever. Trying to figure out a way to do that and not make it I don't like giveaways that are so complicated, where it's like you got to do this, you got to do that. You go, oh, but if you do this, and it's like, whoa. It's just gonna be simple. It's just gonna be leave a comment, really. And I'm not gonna do the VR, because I know there's a lot of you that don't do videos. So I want to make sure everybody gets a chance, and that's also a reason I do the giveaways here on the radio show, because I know a lot of you that do watch this stuff a lot, and you watch every one of my videos. you're one of them that make it count, and not all of you make videos, so do it in the comment way. So I was thinking about doing for the 3K giveaway for the main channel to leave a comment, and what you have to do is, what's your favorite video that I did and why? If you learned something from it, or if it's just a gun that you're absolutely love or whatever. And anyway, so I'm going to sign off for now. Don't forget, Monday the 4th of July, check out our video, this gun, this guy, this shirt in the video. And yes, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Badman Bullets, for making it happen. Because without Badman Bullets and sending us the lead components to do the videos, we probably wouldn't have done as much shooting as we've been doing. So big thank you to them. I've been supporting them even long before YouTube and buying from their products, because they are the cheapest and they are the best quality online. And of course, this new polymer coated bullets are definitely something to check out, because if you're a hand loader, a lot of us load cast lead because it's cheaper, but we have to push like the dickens with our brushes to clean out the barrels because they're so leaded up. Try his polymer bullets. They're a whole heck of a lot better and cleaner. So anyway, big thank you to them. If you're a reloader, check it out, badmanbullets.com. So I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to JW's Radio. Kind of a long one this week.